Hey guys, so I'm going to show you how I make some Oreo truffles, and all you need is 1 pack of regular Oreos, 1 pack of cream cheese, this is 8 ounces, and then later on you're going to need some melting chocolate. I have chocolate and white chocolates. I'm going to use a little bit of both, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is crush my Oreos, and if you have a blender or a little chopper like this, you can use that, or you can just put them in a big Ziploc bag and pound on them and crush them. However you want to do it, I just find this is easier. So I'm going to go ahead, crush all my Oreos, and pour them into a big bowl. Okay, so I got all of my Oreos crushed, and you can see it's nice and very tiny pieces. Now I'm going to open up the cream cheese and add the entire block in there, and I'm going to mix it with a hand mixer, an electric hand mixer. Okay, so I got the cream cheese crumbled into little pieces. Now I'm going to use a potato masher and just kind of blend it in, because you want it to be like all clumped together. So I'm going to do that. You can also, if you want to get messy, you can go ahead and use your hands and just mush it all together, get it nice and blended. I might end up doing that. Okay guys, just use your hands. It's so much faster and so much easier. I got it rolled up into a ball in like less than a minute. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my cookie scooper and just make little balls, roll them into balls, and put them on a plate. Okay, so I just got done rolling them, and these are kind of on the big side, so if you want to make a bigger batch, just go ahead and make them smaller. You can make them whatever size you want. But now I'm going to put them in the fridge and let them cool a little bit and get kind of cold so they harden up. It'll make them easier to dip in the chocolate when we dip them. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in the fridge. Alright guys, so I just took these out of the fridge. They were in there for about 6 hours just because my son woke up and I just didn't have time to take them out and finish them. So they're nice and cold right now and hard, kind of hard. So I'm just going to stick toothpicks in them, just like that. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put some chocolate in my chocolate melter to melt. You can melt it in the microwave or on the stove. I just have this chocolate melter that I happened to find at Goodwill a couple years ago. So I'm going to go ahead and use that, and then I'll show you guys what to do next. Okay, so the chocolate's all melted. I think there was a little chunk in there, but I think it melted. And the noise in the background is the dishwasher, so sorry about that. And now I'm just going to go ahead and take these, and I'll show you how I dip them. I'm just going to kind of swirl it around in there. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. I'm going to get all around. I'm trying to kind of, oops, there we go. And now I'm just going to kind of go like this to kind of shake the excess chocolate off. And then I'm just going to put it right back on the plate and do that with all of them. Alright, so I had to put in another cube of chocolate because I was getting low on the chocolate. But this is what I have done so far, and I ended up getting out another plate to kind of separate them a little bit, because you don't want to have them too close once they have the chocolate on them, because the chocolate will dry together and then it'll be hard to pull them apart and they might break. So definitely have an extra plate available. It's a big mess. Oh no. My son just discovered the big mess in his playroom. Is it a big mess in there? Oh no, you better clean it. Better clean your big mess. So, I'm gonna let this chunk melt, and hopefully that'll be enough to do the rest of those. And I'll show you what we're gonna do after that. Okay, so I was able to finish up with just a little bit of chocolate left, and while these finish hardening and doing their thing, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the microwave and melt it. I'm only using the white chocolate to like drizzle over, so I only need one block, but I'll just go ahead and do that in the microwave. And you can see there's one truffle missing because somebody couldn't resist. A big mess! Did you spill? Oh, and you dropped your truffle? Did you drop your truffle and spill your juice? That's okay. Uh-oh. Oh, your top is loose, that's why. Here, let's put this on. So basically what I did is I put it in for 30 seconds and then I'll stir it and then put it in for another 30 seconds and stir it until it's all melted. Okay, and while I'm doing that with the white chocolate, some of these are already like hardened, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pull the toothpicks out. Okay, so it took a total of 1 minute and 30 seconds for this to melt. And basically, I'm just gonna swirl the spoon, maybe put a little bit on, not too much, don't want too much to fall off. And I'm just gonna kinda drizzle it over the truffles. It's not really drizzling as much as I want it to. Maybe I need to put a little bit more on here. Okay, that's better. And it doesn't have to be pretty. We're gonna make them pretty later. This is just adding a little bit of touch to make them look a little bit fancier. And 1 cube was just about enough. All right, so really quick before the white chocolate dries, I'm gonna go ahead and put on some sprinkles, some Christmas sprinkles that I have just to make them look a little bit more Christmassy. And I'll show you guys what they look like when I'm all finished. Okay, so the sprinkles that I used are these blue and white little snowflakes and just red and green little candy canes. And there's those ones, and then there's the snowflake ones. And I'm gonna transfer them onto another plate and make them look all pretty, and I'll show you guys what they look like. All right guys, so here is the finished product. I just mixed them all in, and I'm probably gonna let my boyfriend just take these to work so I don't end up eating them all, because I could literally eat them all in one day. So go ahead and make these. They're super easy, and I promise you people will be begging you to make these if you bring them to a party. My boyfriend's work requests these every year around Christmas time, so I always make these. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and let me know if you decide to make these and how they turn out. It can be a little bit tricky at first with all the melting the chocolate and everything, but after a couple tries you get the hang of it. So I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching guys. Bye.